That's right, here I am. I've got wings. I'm flapping them now. I've got wings. I have wings. I wave them. I put one down. I've got wings. I've got wings. On top of my head is a helicopter. That's right, a helicopter. Yes, it's a helicopter. On top of my hat is a helicopter, but it can't take me anywhere I've not already been. Don't know where I'm going with the rest of this jingle. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I have wings this evening. You've probably seen my picture. I'm just going to stand up and just do it once more. I've got a helicopter on my head that spins around. I'm wearing wings. Yeah, it's a good question, Jen. What the bloody hell have I got on? Looks like I'm wearing the curtains. And maybe I am. Maybe I am. Good evening, friends. Welcome to Eurovision night. And that's why I look so ridiculous. Have you ever watched Eurovision? They they generally look fairly ridiculous. Good evening, Lawrence. Thanks, Al, for that lovely compliment. I look like something Disney forgot to draw. Good evening to the parents. I know, Justin. I know. It doesn't get much better than that, does it? I might just stand up just to give you a bit of a vibe of what's going on. I realise I'm here, but like, I've got wings. I'm it's something very special, I think, for all of us. Yeah, you can come in. My wife can come in. Look, you might be able to see her too. Look, my wife also has wings. We are the winged pair. The winged pair. That's who we are. That's right. She's just broken something with the wings that she's wearing. I don't know how long I'll be able to keep the cape on. It's a little bit tight on the old throat. Good evening, Harry. All right. So here we are. Welcome to Helmavision Night. I'd like to think that other people might be dressed up, but I imagine it's just me and the wife. This is just my regular Saturday night attire. Look, Heather, I'm wearing the hat that you so kindly gave to me. Alright. So, I got a whole pile of stuff for you. I'm gonna just undo my collar because it's killing me slowly. I've got a lot of alternative stuff from the Eurovision calendar. Lots of stuff that I'd forgotten were Eurovision songs. We all need wings in our life, Jen. But also, I'm just going to take that off my shoulders because it's driving me a little bit mental. Instead of the helicopter, I remember that. Oh, I remember. There's a lot of songs that just remind me of my childhood, which I'd forgotten were for Eurovision classics. But so we're going to start with the German entry from way back in 1982. That's where we're starting. I'm glad you look like a tit. Don't forget, if you are dressed up and looking like an idiot, tonight's hashtag is Helmavision. HELMOVISION. Helmavision. That's tonight's hashtag. I look forward to seeing your photos at the end. Much as I did last night. How lovely it was last night. If you were here last night, thank you so much for being part of that. I enjoyed that a lot. So, I'm going going to dedicate this first one to my old mate Kev. I hope he's in. If he's not, I'm sure he can watch it later. But this is one of his favourite Eurovision numbers. And as I said, it's from it's way back in 1982, and it's the German entry. Get your scorecards. Just like a flower when winter begins, just like a candle blown out in the wind, just like a bird that can no longer fly. I'm feeling that way sometimes, but then as I'm falling way down by the load, I picture a light at the end of the road, and closing my eyes I can see through the dark the dream that is in my heart. A little loving, a little giving, to build a dream for the world we live in. A little patience and understanding for our tomorrow. A little peace, a little sunshine, the sea of gladness to wash away all the tears of sadness. A little hoping, a little praying for our tomorrow. A little peace. I feel I'm a leaf in the November snow. I fell to the ground, there was no one below. So now I am helpless along with my song, just wishing the storm was gone. A little loving, a little giving, to build a dream for the world we live in. A little patience and understanding for our tomorrow. A little peace, a little sunshine, the sea of gladness to wash away all the tears of sadness. A little hoping, a little praying for our tomorrow. A little peace. We are feathers on the breeze. Sing with me my song of peace. We are feathers on the breeze. Sing with me my song of peace. Ah, Nicole. Kev, you arrived just at the perfect time. Nicole, 1982, ladies and gentlemen. German entry. That's where we are. Okay. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Ah, so many great things. What's next? What's next? What is next? Oh, there it is, look. Kev, you may have come a bit late. You need to get back and watch that. That was for you. I even dedicated it to you. Okay, so for our next instalment, I'm just going to spin my hat. It plays havoc with my hair, though. That's the only trouble wearing hats. It's just like, oh look, Jimmy's in. Oh, look, Kev, there you go. That was for you, my lovely. Let's put this on at a slightly jaunty angle, just to make that a bit more Eurovision, shall we? Ah, good, lovely. That was just for you, my lovely. Alright, so it's to the UK now. It's to the UK. That's where we are. And we go all the way back to 1967. That's where we're going now. Good evening, Mr. Moore. All the way back to 1967 to the lovely Sandy Shore. Come on in. I wonder if one day that you say that you care. If you say you love me madly, I'll gladly be there like a puppet on a string. Love is just like a merry-go-round with all the fun and the fair. One day I'm feeling down on the ground, then I'm up in the air. Are you leading me on? Tomorrow will you be gone? Oh, I wonder if one day that you say that you care. If you say you love me madly, I'll gladly be there like a puppet on a string. I may win on the roundabout, then I'll lose on the swings. In or out, there is never a doubt just who's pulling the strings. I'm all tied up to you, but where's it leading me to? Say that you care. If you say you love me madly, I'll gladly be there like a puppet on a string. I wonder if one day that you say that you care. If you say you love me madly, I'll gladly be there like a puppet on a string. Oh! Like a puppet on a string. Oh Lord, indeed. There we go, but Sandy Shaw, 1967, ladies and gentlemen, 1967. I am slowly taking layers off, Emma, that's right, yeah. The hat was hot. And Yoa said I looked like Timmy Mallet, it was time to let that go. Okay. Alright, do you know what? I realised something last night. And that is that, like, the kazoo is just sat here, look, and it's still got a little bit of bling on the kazoo. And it's been a little while since we've used the kazoo, hasn't it? So I felt it important that we did some songs with kazoo in tonight. And this is going to be one of those. So, we moved from 1967 and Sandy Shaw. 1967, how can that really be? To just 1 year later, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, Jolie's here. Look, Jolie. Good evening, Joe. Even Dean Boundary's watching. Hello, Dean. How nice to see you, my lovely. That just reminds me, Dean, and I might share the story with you now because it's funny. I realise it's not just between you and me, there are other people listening, but a while ago, last year, maybe probably the year before, The Darkness played at the Watering Hole, and and you couldn't go. You had tickets to go to the Darkness, and you gave your tickets to young Pip, right? I don't know whether you remember that. Good evening, Louise. And I went with Pip to watch The Darkness at at the Watering Hole in Perranporth. And when we arrived, right, the box office was there was a huge queue of people at the box office on the beach. And Phil walked up to the front front of the queue. Oh, yeah. And he went up to the woman and he said, "Hi, I've got tickets to. I should be on the list to watch the dance." And the lady said, "What name is it?" And Phil said, "It's Dean Bowdry." And the woman, who obviously knew you, Dean, then said, "Oh, Dean, is he here?" And Phil, in a classic way, went, "No, I'm Dean Bowdry." I nearly wet myself. I'm Brian, and so is my wife. I enjoyed that. Mr. Wilson's in. Good evening, Steve. They were good times, Dean. Anyway, like I said, this it is a bit of a more informal dress code tonight, man. That's right, yeah. We are in 1968, ladies and gentlemen. 1968. Yeah, classic Brit. What a great story. No. I'm Dean Bowdry. What? Good evening, Steve. Hope you're alright, mate. You missed the wings. You probably saw the picture. If you didn't, I might put the wings back on later. 1968, ladies and gentlemen. 1968. It's going to feature some kazoo. It starts like this. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm as happy as can be. Who could believe I could be happy and contented? I used to think that happiness hadn't been invented, but that was back in the old days before I met you. Oh, when I let you walk into my heart. Oh yeah! Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. I was afraid that maybe you thought you were above me, that I was only fooling myself to think you loved me. But then tonight you said you couldn't live without me. That round about me you wanted to stay. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Oh, I think we know what's coming. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. I want the world to know I'm as happy as can be. No, the joys of the cliff. The joys of cliff. Beaten to the top slot that year, 1968. Beaten to the top slot, maybe by Norway. But the song went la 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 la. I bet Cliff was upset by that. All right, okay. Oh, Alright, so if we move to 1974, ladies and gentlemen, that's where we are next. 1974. Now this, I even didn't realise that it was a Eurovision entry until I did some research for my show. But my folks used to have this on 7-inch when I was a kid, as a lot of these things. I think we might have had the Nicole one. I know Kev certainly had it. 1974. This was the Dutch entry. 1974, ladies and gentlemen. Heidi, 2 years old. What, 1974? I was also 2 years old in 1974. But I remember the single. It got played a lot. Do you know, it's just sent me on a big nostalgia trip, this whole thing. This was the Dutch entry from 1974, ladies and gentlemen, by a band called Makin and McNeil. The days and nights went by, but no one told me they can be fun too if you only see. There's such a lot of beauty you can live for. You only need someone to open up your eyes, and you will see things never seen before. I see a star, a brand new star. It's like a twinkling in your eyes. I see a face, a happy face. It's like a mirror of my mind. I see a star, a brand new star. It's like that twinkling in your eyes. I see a face, a happy face. It's like the mirror of my mind. You open up my eyes for all the beauty we're inhaling every day. It's been there all my life, so it's my duty. I won't lose sight of it. The fire that you lit will keep on burning till the end of time. I see a star, a brand new star. It's like a twinkling in your eyes. I see a face, a happy face. It's like a mirror of my mind. I see a star, a brand new star. It's right there twinkling in your eyes. Happiness now, it's being said by two. I just started my life anew. I see a star, a brand new star. It's right there twinkling in your eyes. I see a face, a happy face. It's like a mirror of my mind. Do you know what? That made me very happy rediscovering that song. Made me very happy. Made me very happy. I'm maybe not showing that now. Maybe I am. Oh, lovely, lovely. Thank you to the Netherlands for that. How about that? Oh my word. Alright. Good times. So, we moved back to England. We moved back to England, ladies and gentlemen. There was a time when we used to win the Eurovision Song Contest. There was a time. I've done that a few times. It's been a long time since now. And I imagine we'll probably never win it again. I'm pretty sure the rest of Europe mostly hate us. When I say us, I don't mean all of us. I mean, we're awesome, obviously. But I mean, as a nation, I'm pretty sure that the Europeans pretty much hate us. Anyway, but this was back in the day when we used to beat them at their own game. And we've moved back to 1981, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. You gotta speed it up, then you gotta slow it down. Cause if you believe that love can hit the top, you gotta play around. Soon you will find that there comes a time for making your mind up. You gotta let it and then you gotta put it down. You gotta be sure that it's something everybody's gonna talk about before you decide that the time's around for making your mind up. But don't let your indecision take you from behind. Trust your inner vision. Don't let others change your mind. Now you really gotta burn it and make another fly-by night. You better run for your money and take a chance and it'll turn out right. And then you can show that you're gonna be. You're making your mind up. As if you don't care less, but if you wanna see some more, bending the rules of the game will let you find the one you're looking for, and then you can show that you think you know you're making your mind up. And don't let your indecision take you from behind. Trust your inner vision. And don't let others change your mind. Now you really gotta speed what came in, and then you gotta slow it down. Cause if you believe that a love can hit the top, you gotta play around. And soon you will find that there comes a time for making your mind up. And now you really gotta speed it up, and then you gotta slow it down. Cause if you believe that a love can hit the top, you gotta play around. And soon you will find that there comes a time for making your mind up. 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 Ah, fizz. Ah, the fizz. In Germany they call them Das Fizz. That's what they call in Germany. Thank you. Okay. Alrighty. Alright. Alright. Now. We're going to go back a few years. A couple of years after that. 1979, that's where I'm going back to now. 1979, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, Phil. Hope you're well. Remember, if you're dressed as ridiculously as I am, post yourself a picture of you and with the hashtag, whatever it was I said. What did I say? Oh, Helmovision. There it is. HELMOVISION. Especially hope to see the Tompkins. So we're going back to 1979 right now. And our entry that year, unbelievably, was done by Black Lace. Now, Black Lace are not just the terrible Agadoo Superman band that you all remember. Back in the 70s, they were a proper band, right? And do you know what? I didn't know that this was a Eurovision entry. 1979. I believe that the 80s version of Black Lace, the terrible Agadoo, ironically, the 80s was when they had their most success. Just missed the skirt ripping, Phil. I might put my wings back on just for Phil. yeah, like sadly the 1980s. I'm just going to stand up and just get my wings a little. The wings are for you, film. As was the singing. Well, look, Mr. Mildenhall's just arrived. Yeah, sadly for Black Lace, their heyday was actually in the 1980s. Like Agadoo, I think might have been their greatest hit. When I say greatest, I don't mean like, you know, yeah, I have a cape, Phil. I have a cape with wings. It's not just a cape. Look at that. It's got wings. My wife is also wearing a cape with wings. Where are you? Are you coming in for that? Oh, she's going to come back and just show you that she's also wearing a cape. She's also got some sparkly things on her face. Here she is, Lynn. Here she is. There she is. Sparkly things on her face and cape. A golden cape. Absolutely. Doesn't get much better than that, does it? We are the Cape Twins tonight. Cape Cornwall, if you will. I made myself laugh for that. Anyway, before Black Lace did Agadoo, which sadly was their biggest success, in 1979 they were our Eurovision entry with this little classic. I know my dad will enjoy this. Come on then. Out on a late night, way up to midnight, I'm with a bottle of two. What's the time? Getting out of my mind, I gotta get to you. She was in Black Lace, coming back to my place, hope for a drink and a dance. The boy I found, I didn't hang around, I didn't stand a chance. She paid a big rent for an apartment, uptown 121. She said, come inside, I got nothing to hide, I wanna have some fun. Having a good time, walking a tight line, I was out of my head. And when I reached for you, like I usually do, I found her instead. Mary Ann, I'm gonna do what I can, but I can't do more than try. Cry my eyes out, trying to make it up to you. Mary Ann, I'm gonna do what I can, and that's the truth, and that's no lie. Tearing my heart out, gotta get it back with you. I woke up early, everything blurry, my head rattled with pain. Even so, I heard the doorbell go and someone called my name. There was a best friend down for the weekend, I knew I'd met her before. She said, you dirty man, when I see Mary Ann, I'm gonna tell her the score. Mary Ann, I'm gonna do what I can, but I can't do more than try. Tearing my heart out, trying to make it up to you. Mary Ann, I'm gonna do what I can, and that's the truth, and that's no lie. I'm crying my eyes out, gotta get it back with you. Out on a late night, way after midnight, I'm with a bottle of two. What's the time? I'm getting out of my mind, I gotta get to you. Hey, Mary Ann, I'm gonna do what I can, but I can't do more than try. Tearing my heart out, trying to make it up to you. Mary Ann, I'm gonna do what I can, and that's the truth, and that's no lie. I'm crying my eyes out, gotta get it back with you. I'm crying my eyes out, gotta get it back with you. I'm crying my eyes out, gotta get it back with you. The joys of Black Lace before they got to Agadoo. Okay, where are we now? I mean, there's so many more to come. Where am I now? Oh, there it is. Oh, no filth in the air. There we go. It's just a bit tight on the old throat, that, isn't it? You're right, Dad, but what a great tune that was, that Black Lace tune. See, the guy singing it, it was, I can't think of his name now. He sounded like the guy from Smokey, right? I even believe that one of them went on to join Smokey, I think. That's right, for those people that were at my wedding in September last year. Sorry?
You have to think about that.
I had to think about when it was. This next Eurovision Classic was our first dance. Beautifully. Chris Norman? No, that wasn't him. No, he's the guy from Smokey, Dad, Chris Norman. That's not who I'm thinking of. Do you know what, though? That reminds me of that Chris Norman Susie Quattro tune. Our love is a lie. What tune that is? So it begins. Foolishly laying hearts on the table, stumbling in. Oh, we'll have that, though. What a great tune that is. Anyway, whilst I'm still wearing my cape, I'm going to play our first dance song. And it goes like this. Might be a clue. Though it hurts to go away, it's impossible to stay. But there's one thing I must say before I go. I love you, and you know I'll be thinking of you in most everything I do. Now the time is moving on, and I really should be gone, but you keep me hanging on for one more smile. I love you all the while. With your cute little wave, won't you promise that you'll save your kisses for me? Save all your kisses for me. Bye bye, baby, bye bye. Don't cry, honey, don't cry. Gonna walk out the door, but I'll soon be back for more kisses for me. Save all your kisses for me. So long, honey, so long. Hang on, baby, hang on. Don't you dare me to stay, 'cause you know I'll have to say that I've got to work each day, and that's why I go away. But I count the seconds till I'm home with you. I love you, it's true. You're so cute, honey G. Won't you save them up for me? Come on, your kisses for me. Save all your kisses for me. Bye bye, baby, bye bye. Don't cry, honey, don't cry. Gonna walk out the door, but I'll soon be back for more kisses for me. Save all your kisses for me. So long, honey, Thank you to my lovely wife for whatever she did during that. Phil loved your dancing, apparently. I didn't see any of it, but it felt good from where I was. That was exciting, wasn't it? Kalisa danced for every song. I'm not sure that's, you know. Had you been at our wedding, I mean, some of you were there. I'm sorry if you weren't there, or invited, or whatever. But we both danced to that. Obviously, it was our first dance. And the reason for that is, it's like for years I remember doing the Brotherhood of Man dance. What are you doing in the kitchen? I'm doing the Brotherhood of Man dance. What do you think I'm doing? 1976, Brotherhood of Man. 1976, ladies and gentlemen. 1976. 1976, how about that? We were into D major. You were drunk, Dad. You were. I vaguely remember. That's right, Steve. Not all superheroes wear capes, but tonight, Matthew, I've got wings, a cape, everything. It's gold. It's gold, Steve. It's a golden cape. I don't class myself as a superhero. That's certainly not true. My superpower is being able to drink rum and play the piano. Is that a superpower? I'm not sure that is. Talking of dancing, did you see my earlier comment? Weren't you involved? I missed that, Becky. Hello, Becky. Trinia. Sorry. Didn't see you arrive. Hello. Nice to see you. What I remember, like, just talking to my dad saying I'm drunk at your wedding, and he was, of course. Poor Becky. Just leave her alone, Dad. Leave her alone. Do you know what? I appear to be out of rum. My wife's sighing. What's a skill, Carl? I missed that. Oh, you mean... Oh, right, I see. You can't let it work playing the piano whilst drinking rum. Large one, please. No, it's not. You're right. Oh, I'll tell you what, that lime had a little bit of a little bit of that vibe to it. Hello, Becky. How nice to see you, my darling. Do you know what? I enjoyed Kisses For Me. Piano and rum, you're right, Carl. It is. Yeah. It's one of those things that I've done for a long time. Not since I was a band, of course. That would have been crazy. Do you know, I'm wearing my 1970s pink flared trousers tonight. If you saw the photo in the pre-show excitement, they're a lot more comfortable than my suit trousers that I was wearing last night. You've just reminded me, I need to do something for next week, right? We need to get a theme together for next week. What day is it? It's Saturday, right? It's Saturday today. It's Saturday. So before the show ends tonight, we need to come up with a theme for next Friday. That's what we need. There's lots of suggestions. I know the Tompkins were shouting for an ABBA night. I also know that Justin and Sarah were shouting for that. But I will take suggestions. Your suit trousers were handsome, Ollie. I mean, like... Oh, do you know what? I did think about a Lionel night, Steve. I've done a couple of big Lionel numbers and it's like, it's hard. Mind you, I said that about ELO. And, right, the wife's back. Is that large? Is it?
Yeah, of course.
I'm loving that. I'm just going to put that there. Keep it in plain view of everybody else. So over the course of the next two songs, because that's where we are, country night, Stevie night. I like the idea of a country night. Oh, 10cc is lovely. Do you know what I will do, Dean? Even if we don't do a 10cc night, I will definitely do some 10cc because I love a bit of that. Country's not bad. Country's pretty good. It covers quite a broad spectrum. Thanks for that, Kev. That just reminds me of our childhood when I think about Rush. James Taylor's lovely, Paul. It's a nice choice. James Taylor tunes. Nice jazz note. Garage. Thanks, all. Then you can stew on that for a minute. I'll look back over it. I've got 2 songs left for you tonight in my Helmavision Eurovision Spectacular. Think about what we haven't had. This next song is in D major. I know that Justin will be like that. D major? I know what this is. I know what it is. Yes, you will. That's right, Justin. For this, ladies and gentlemen, we move to 1974. 1974. Good evening, Bill. Good evening, Dr. Pete. Dr. Pete, I'm wearing a cape and everything, for God's sake. Where have you been? Of course he's got his arms in the air, Sarah. That's what's going on. So I just mentioned Dr. Pete's name without playing the jingle. Oh, it's Barry Manilow night. Is it somebody else suggested that too, Dan? ZZ Top. Oh, it's another great suggestion. Clapton stroke Cream night. Another great suggestion. That's right, Heidi. That's where I'm going. It's in D major. 80s night is also lovely, Jen. Well, I've got 2 songs to decide what to do, so I'll think about that for a second. Whilst Justin waves his hands in the air and we get ready for 1974, ladies and gentlemen. And the entry from a little known act. We've already had a show tunes night, Yarmouth. Where were you for that? Is that pre you arriving? Dog to Pete. One hit wonders. Yeah, that doesn't make it difficult for me at all, Alan. Anyway, whilst you're thinking about that, let's get this next one going. It's in D major. It's 1974, ladies and gentlemen. A little known act all the way from Sweden. And it sounds like this. Is always repeating itself. what I remember about that. I mean, obviously it was like 1974. I don't remember the actual thing, but I've seen the footage of it many, 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 many times, and it's just lovely. Like as soon as they start playing the song, out they come, like, you know, and like Agneta's got like her long boots on, and I think, is she wearing a blue jumpsuit? Oh, I don't know, but they just come out with such gusto, and they just. It was the song that brought ABBA to us, ladies and gentlemen. It's the song that brought them our way. It brought them our way, and thank the Lord for that. If you see the wonder of a fairy tale, you can take the future, even if you fail. I believe in angels, something good in everything I see. I believe in angels when I know the time is right for me. I cross the streams, which if you've seen Ghostbusters, you'll know is not the right thing to do. Never cross the streams. Never cross the streams. I have a dream. Obviously, ABBA had never seen Ghostbusters. Alright, I've got one more for you, ladies and gentlemen, whilst I decide what we're going to do next Friday night. I might just flap my wing about, because that's exciting. Okay. Do you know what? I'd also forgotten about this lovely, lovely. Where do the stairs go? They go downstairs, Yareth. That's where they go. 80s night is a nice idea, Richard. It's again, it opens up a lot. At the moment, I'm airing between 80s night and country night. That's where I am at the minute. I'm just thinking on that. Foo Fighters night again. There's some great Foo Fighters tunes. There will be some Foo Fighters coming this night. Anyway, good evening, Mr. Harris. This one's in B, ladies and gentlemen. B. What a bizarre key. Crow Knight's lovely. Thanks, Paul. The thing is, Mike, if we start with the 80s night, we could move to 90s, couldn't we? We could do lots of things. Country is a popular choice right now. I'm going to think around that for a minute. It couldn't be more poignant with our last little thing. I'd forgotten how awesome this song is. I'd forgotten it existed until I heard it this afternoon. And I was so happy when I discovered it. I had such a lovely musical education when I was a kid. My folks brought us up on some great stuff. My dad's a huge Barry Manilow fan. It's not Barry Manilow, of course. Obviously, he was never in the Eurovision Song Contest. 70s, 80s, 90s. Talk about hedging your bets there, Al. So it's in B, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for tuning in. Ah, Mrs. Crummy. Good old Hillary, Steve. So this one's in B, ladies and gentlemen. Live Aid night is also beautiful. I also thought about doing and now if that's what I call night, and then picking an arbitrary number, and then covering songs on whatever that is, like Now 12 or something, and then just doing songs from that album. That's got something, isn't it? We'll see. Anyway, look, I've got one more in the tank for you. I'm going to drink a bit of my rum. We've had Country Road, Heidi. We've had it. It's already happened. But, you know, we're getting to a point where I'm starting to think about repeating some things. Not quite. There's like 1 million songs left. This is another song that we used to have when I was a kid. I'm going to lose my cape with a shoulder move. The Hollywoods would be proud of that. We're sticking with 1974, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, now that's what I call is a great idea, isn't it? There's some beauties on Now 12. I've got no idea. It was just an arbitrary number I threw out, Rich. I've got no idea what's on Now 12. It's got something, hasn't it? It's got something, the Now 12 thing. Now 32. Hold your horses. I would do a U2 night if I didn't think that Bono was such a... Yeah, anyway, before I swear. Let's move on. Anyway, look, thank you. It's going to be... I'm trying to make a decision. Make a decision, Hal! Make a decision! What's the matter with you? I just don't know what decisions are. That's my wife. I'm terrible at making decisions. So here it is. It's the last thing that I saw said, and that means that next Friday night, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be country night. That's what's happening next Friday. Next Friday, it's going to be country night. So, there you go. Next Friday, country, that's where we're going. Anyway, there's no point asking Lisa. You're right, Janet. Your mum's in. She's a worse decision maker than I am, Janet. Anyway, talking of country, thank you very much. We're back in 1974, right? We already had ABBA. We know that ABBA won it. ABBA won it in 1974. Obviously, it's the song that brought them to us. But that year, we had a really, really great entry. I know that young Phil would love this. Quite possibly Dave. Look, Stacey Bowman. Good evening, Miss Bowman. How are you, my darling? 1974. We didn't win it. ABBA won it. But my lord, was our entry a strong number. And that entry, ladies and gentlemen, was Miss Olivia Newton-John. Long, long live love. Love is to care, caring and sharing. Long, long live love. All the kids like 10 shoulders in a row, followed hand in hand. Sister Annie carrying the banner for the Sally Annie band, singing songs of praise and glory. We all burn and love their story. Good things are coming to ya. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Long, long live love. As long as we takes the stand. Cymbals ringing, everybody singing with the Sally Annie band. Just a band of happy people, teaching, preaching, love is equal. When you feel the spirit move ya, glory, glory, hallelujah. Long, long live love. Love is to wife's back. She has wings. She has sparkles on her face. Thank you, Paul. What a joy it's been.
Shall I leave now?
You can go now if you like, yeah. Thank you for coming along. Join us next week when it will be your general All Request on Wednesday. On Friday it's going to be country night, ladies and gentlemen. If you've got a Eurovision outfit on, post your photo, #Helmavision. I'll be looking out for you. Thank you to all the people that donated. There's a link up there if you want to do that. Thanks to you all for tuning in. It makes my weekend much happier. Until next time, thanks Kev. Don't go changing.